The needs of Bronx victims of domestic violence are complex, placing victims at risk of getting little to no help. That was the central theme of a 4-hour symposium at Hostos Community College. With October recognized as Domestic Violence Awareness Month, local groups are searching for ways to better serve.
What we found in that report is that housing and stable income are the greatest needs for people affected by intimate partner violence.
During the meeting, Bronx Legal Services and the Bronx Domestic Violence Roundtable released a study called More People Listen that documents the responses of 140 people impacted by intimate partner violence. Among the findings, 64% of that number experienced physical or emotional abuse by a partner or ex-partner. 75% turned to family and friends, with only 16% to police. 65% needed food stamps, and 64% reported income below the federal poverty level.
There are resources in Manhattan, and there are some resources in Brooklyn, but there really is a lack of resources to help people who are affected by intimate partner violence in the Bronx.
The report shows those in LGBTQ communities all too often see their complaints minimized or, in worst cases, dismissed altogether. Undocumented immigrants are also at risk, along with those with language barriers, says Commissioner for the Mayor's Office to Combat Domestic Violence, Cecile Noel.
We all need to think about how our services can really be much more inclusive, how we can ensure that regardless of your gender, sexual identity, that we are providing services in the way that reach you and you understand.
Also, family justice centers are now in each borough, linking family and criminal court to ensure that no one slips through the cracks. Deputy Borough President Aurelia Green shared that while the number of domestic violence calls have gone down to 72,599 from last year's 81,000, the figure is only for reported cases. And New York City Councilwoman Vanessa Gibson said discussions like this one are a step in the right direction.
As a city, we're engaging in more partnerships, more awareness, more outreach, even beyond October as our National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. But we can do this work every single day to really make a difference.
At a table set up, we found Melissa DeRosa from Milagros Day, an organization that works with former domestic violence victims, empowering them to start a new life by helping others while building their own lives through education and job training. A former victim, today DeRosa is a student at Hostos Community College.
A lot has changed for me throughout the years, and I'm blessed to meet the people that I've met through this organization and through other organizations.
The entire More People Listen report can be found at legalservicesnyc.org. Breaking barriers between domestic violence victims and the many resources now available right here in the Bronx is what this symposium is all about. Along with calling 311, you can call 1-800-621-HOPE. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.